Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. So we're looking at a Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front here underneath the hood, we have a 3.6-liter V6 engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 295 horsepower, 260 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 6,200 pounds. Up front here, you've got your LED headlights, customer daytime running lights, and fog lights now below. And looking across the front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are front parking sensors. Along to the side here, we've got 20-inch alloy wheels, running boards, and your Cherokee badge on both front doors. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and then you've got some additional puddle lamps underneath. And on both of your front handles, you'll find this little black button. We'll discuss that guy a bit more on the driver's side. Moving back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we have black roof rails. Approaching the back, much like the front, we've got backup parking sensors wrapping all the way around your rear bumper. Then on the left-hand side, you have your 4x4 badge. Directly underneath the Jeep badge is your backup camera. To open up the cargo space here, reach into the handle space at the bottom and press the button, and it should automatically rise up for you from there. Inside here, your second row seating has a 60-40 split. You can kind of see it on the right-hand side there. This allows each side of the seats to function independently from one another. There are adjustments on the side of the seats, and we'll take a look at that when we get up front into that area. In the back here, all the way across the back, is your interior cargo cover. This little piece can extend outwards, locking into place on either side on these hooks, and helping to keep private anything you keep stored in your rear cargo space, so that others can't look in through your windows and see what you have. Down below here, we also have the BassWorks JBL speaker, so this can be connected to your unit to give you extra sound system going throughout, while this unit itself does also come with the premium Jeep sound system already installed. Across the back here, we have the Jeep branded rubber mat liner for the dedicated car space and floor space in the back for the cargo. This does two things. First off, helps protect your vehicle from damage from your cargo, such as this thing moving up and down. It's not going to bump out all of your walls and your floors. Second of all, it is much easier to keep your vehicle clean and tidy when you have this, as it's much easier to just remove this and shake off or rinse off any dirt or debris versus that typical clingy car interior that likes to stick to everything. In the back, on the left-hand side, is where you'll find your automatic button for raising and lowering the hatch. We'll take a look at that when we're walking away. There's also hooks that you can find all throughout, which can help you keep everything sorted and organized in the back. And on the right-hand side, you also have a 12-volt adapter. A little hard to see into the map, but there are, in fact, the little cargo securers in each one of the four corners, so you can help strap down anything that needs it, and you have an extra little cubby space on the left-hand side as well. If you're looking for your toolkit, you can look just underneath of the floor. You do have a handle located just underneath of the mat itself. To close it up back here, there are handles up top, but as we said, we've got a little button on the inside to just reach in and press that guy, and the back should come automatically down for you. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So inside here, the interior upholstery is the black leather with black stitching. As we said, on the side of the seat is where you'll find your adjustments for laying the seat down flat, or just otherwise adjusting the seats. You can lay it further up and down just to accommodate for personal comfort. In the middle, you've got access to the folding down armrest/cup holder, which of course can easily be folded away as well to increase seating capacity. Up overhead, there is a panoramic moonroof inside for everybody to enjoy. Then on the back of your front passenger and front driver's seats, you have mesh pouch storage. On the back of the console itself, you have your air vents, chargers, as well as you have the two variant levels for heated seat control, so high and low setting. And on the side of the seat, you'll find these little different adjustments for your HDMI 2 as well as your AVs. This is for the built-in screens that you'll find attached to the back of the headrest. So these guys just pop upwards. There's built-in screens, one for each side there, and then the DVD player itself is inside the console. We'll take a look at that when we get up front. On the floors, you have the Jeep branded rubber mats installed. Then in your door, you have your cup holder spaces as well as your power window control. Back again to this little black button. This guy indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can just tap this button to lock and unlock your unit. Inside your driver's door, you've got power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. This little button in the middle here allows you to fold your mirrors in flat with the body of your unit, so you can do that on command with this button going in and out either way. Then down below you have your memory seat settings for 2 different drivers, as well as getting the look at the Harman Kardon speaker sound system that is throughout this unit pre-installed. Up front, of course, we have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and your lumbar support. Hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, controls, you have your release for your gas, then the controls for your headlamps and dash brightness. There's also the power tilt and telescopic control for the steering wheel. Hop up here and take a closer look at the steering wheel itself. So first off, it is black leather and black stitching, much like the seats. Then the left-hand side here, this is where you have the controls for the dash display and your hands-free communication. Right-hand side is where you have the controls for your adaptive cruise control, so you even have the adaptions for getting closer and further using that sonar adjustment. And then on the back of the steering wheel itself, there are additional little controls for your radio as well as for your volume. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently you're looking at the apps, so in here you have access to a whole plethora of things: travel link, driver heated and cooled seats, projection manager, you have Wi-Fi, hotspot, SOS, activated service, notifications, off-road, app manager, you have access to your backup camera even here, so you can give that a press and see what's going on behind you at any given time. Heated steering wheel, media, climate controls, navigation, phone settings. This is where you have all your specifics: language display, clock, camera, doors, locks, suspension, audio, phone, Bluetooth, your XM, etc. Over from this is where you have the phone connectivity. This is for connecting your device to the vehicle via Bluetooth. Then you have your navigation. So fully built-in navigations, lots of different ways to adjust it. You can even view your map, and of course everything is touch sensitive. As we saw, we've got all of your apps right in the middle there. This is the controls. So this is where you have both the heated and cooled seats for driver and front passenger here. So you can function them through here. There's high-low controls for either side. Heated steering wheel there as well. Turning it on and off. Backup camera, and then further settings for it. General climate display next to that, so you can see which setting you've got it on, how fast your speed is going. You have access to the controls that we just saw now as well, and a few other things available, which can also be seen from down below. We'll see that in just a sec here. And then lastly, you have all of your audio listening, so AM, FM, satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB and aux adapters throughout this unit. Under this, you have your radio controls on the left, so you have your screen on, off, and then your tune scroll on the right hand side, 4 ways in the middle, climate control center in the middle. So we have the dual controls so that driver and front passenger can have their own unique temperature settings, as well as your defrost for front and rear windshield along the right hand side. Down below you've got your automatic parking controls, then your rear parking sensors, your lane changing controls, automatic start eco on and off controls, sport on and off, traction control on off. Down below you have a little compartment. Press the button. You can see inside you've got lots of chargers and adapters in the back, and some space for storage in front. Then you've got your cup holders and gear shift. Behind this is where you have your controls for all of your driving options, so your your four-wheel drive low. Then you have your downhill assist, all of your driving options: snow, mud, sand, mud, and rock. And then you actually have the raising and lowering controls all the way on the far right-hand side there. In the back is the console space, as well as right here is your controls for the DVD system itself. Then you have some access to other things, little storage compartment in the left-hand side of that. On the right hand, you've got yourself a lockable glove box, and down below, up overhead, you have your SOS button, sunglasses compartment, overhead lighting controls, 1, 2, and 3 are garage door openers, and of course you've got the controls there for that panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this little video tour for this Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.